Hello and welcome, dear ladies and gentlemen from all over the world who aren't able to speak this wonderful German we Germans speak. Well, thanks first of all for all your views on my NetCents videos, and because of the recommendation of an English video about this little fine and fascinating stock, I couldn't bother anymore and just said to myself, well, it's time for an English NetCents video, and I hope my English knowledge will be enough to make it a short and simple news update about the last months of NetCents. I want to tell you what is NetCents and why Clayton Moore is maybe the psychological reason for a little bit of the loss we have in this stock right now. Well, so I managed a little farm with the help of this beautiful index certificate called Wikifolio, and today I won't say any more to this, but if you have any questions about that, please feel free to write it in the comments and I'll give it my best to give you a short explanation. Well, NetCents. It's a stock. Well, it's listed on the Canadian Stock Exchange, and well, there are some stocks which aren't this, how can I say it, serious. Yeah, they don't have a real business and they just want to make short money. But in the case of NetCents, I think we all can say it works, and it's there, it's an app. We have different companies who accompany NetCents in their journey to great glory, and I think NetCents might be the next disruptive technology which will make the payments for companies over the borders of countries way more simple, way more easy and way more reliable, because they know in some minutes or some seconds if the opponent of the trade has the amount of money to pay. Yeah. The usual way you would use some big banks, they have different accounts, and then they try somehow to give you the amount of money if you trade something. You sell a big house or something, or big oil. And afterwards you notice that the other person doesn't have any money in his account. So, if you haven't gave him already your goods, that's fine for you. But if you have, well, that's a real problem. And so, scamming is way more hard for scammers, for bad guys out there, if you use NetCents, because you know it in seconds if this is a serious trade contract opponent. Well, what is NetCents? NetCents is a company which made the NetCent Coin, and with the blockchain technology they use the main positive aspects about cryptocurrencies, the speed and the safety of the transactions. But they also have a cryptocurrency which isn't volatile. So they don't have these big jumps of their current value like bitcoins. It is always the same. But if the last tranche of NetCent coins, they sell them in tranches, then the price gets higher, but it stays until more and more people use NetCents, and the first who use them get a little, I would say a little bonus, and so the NetCent coin rises in its value and so on. And in difference for other cryptocurrencies, NetCents has an, I don't know if you know the goodwill and something like that, but NetCents has a real value in the company's books. So there is a real anchor, like gold for the gold dollar before the dollar became, yeah, paper, just paper. Well, another topic. So, NetCents also has the opportunity to work with different big company, like, sorry, my English is still a little bad because I lose some words, but no. Okay, alright. Align Payments. They made a contract with them. They have more than 47,000, for example, restaurants, gas stations, and so on. And they all got with the NetCents system, they all have the NetCents system implemented now. They also, in February 2018, they could finish the beta versions, and now NetCents is online and everyone can use it. And the best thing of all, they have a wonderful, wonderful CEO. The CEO is called Clayton Moore, and he's a fascinating guy. He is very earnest, and I can say that because he's bald. Yeah, he has no hair. And everyone knows, people in management trust people with no hair more than people with hair. Yeah, simple. They don't have to wash their hair, they don't go to the mirror and say, oh, how do I look today? No, they look at their work and they do their work. So, Jeff Bezos, you all know them, the CEO of Amazon. He is big, he has a deep voice, and he is bold. There, that's a victory recipe for everyone. So, what's the problem from Clayton Moore? He has a high voice. If you look at psychology studies, people distrust people with high voices, and especially then if they have a bold hair. Yeah, no, that's not a lie. I try to give you all the sources for your research. No, of course that's just a little, yeah, blah, I made out for myself. But maybe if he had a more deep voice, and I think also he's small, I don't know, I haven't seen any picture of him next to standing to another man, but I think he's small. And I really think that makes people unconscious distrust him somehow. First, when I saw a video of him, I thought that is the guy which had this brilliant idea and has this giant staff to, not giant, but really efficient staff. Well, but I listened to what he said, and I was convinced, and I was already convinced when I bought the first stocks at the beginning, when it raised at €1.80, then it raised to €4.60, and I bought, of course, I bought, and then it dropped, and now it's like at 90 cents. Well, what can I say to this? There has been a lot of short sellers with the NetCent stock. You can also see that with the traditional chart, if you see it, it's really, really going down step by step without any new news. It's just making people losing their mind because they see, oh my god, my stock is 75% minus, what do I do? I think I have to sell it, what a mess. Yeah, but I think if you wait just a little longer and give Clayton and his friends the time they need, he will be more than happy with having made this decision. Because if the forward guidance of his revenues and his, yeah, all along the revenues, if you check other companies in the same branch or with branches you can compare somehow, it wouldn't be surprising for me if NetCents will hit the €50 mark in the next 5 years. But I'm a little conservative. I think €20 in 5 years will be the minimum. My opinion. If cryptocurrencies really are what they are, and they are what they are, as we see now, this has the potential to really, really transform the whole global trade market with this simple, fast and safe way of paying. And they also made a rewarding system now for users who tell our friends that they should use NetCents because it's great, as you now know. And yeah, they use the little psychological elements of our brain to make their company grow, and they have the right ideas, they have the disruptive technology, and all they need now is a little time, our trust, and of course our support. Yeah. Alright. I think that was everything I want to say. The PR agency they work with is Clarity. It's a small company with only 6 staff members, but they have a giant network with a lot of really brilliant mentors with over more than 12,000 hours phone calling with companies from all over the world, also in the technology branch. And the founder of this company, Clarity PR, had the idea, it's online founded, this company, that when he started his first startups and got from newbie to someone, he always had a mentor who gave him the right advice at the right time via telephone. And so everyone should have the possibility to just call a guy who has the knowledge, who has the experience, and ask him simple, understandable, what can I do to be more efficient, or what can I do to go over this problem? And yeah, so I think they do everything right. I think they have some really fascinating and smart people in their staff, and yeah, I hope I could give you a little explanation and a little information you didn't have about NetCents, and I hope you liked it. Last thing I forgot to mention, well, if you have the NetCent Coin, or if you use the NetCent app, you also have the possibility to trade your NetCent coins into Bitcoins, or trade Bitcoins into NetCent coins. Same goes with Litecoins and Ethereum. So the 3 main cryptocurrencies right now at the market are also being able to have a fixed value with the NetCent coins. And I think we don't have to discuss that. It's really that what business wants. If they want to use cryptocurrencies, not because of the big volatility, they also don't want to use the options of Bitcoins and so on, because they have so high prices right now, because they are so volatile. And so NetCents is the way more easy and pragmatic version of any cryptocurrency I know right now. And yeah, if you liked my video, I hope I could give you some information you didn't have. And yeah, show it with the likes or dislikes. Tell your friends if they want to know something about NetCents and didn't have the opportunity to have a simple video about NetCents. Now they have, so no excuses. And yeah, I hope we will discuss or see each other and have a good time together. I think we can help each other out, and yeah, that's what we should do as human beings. Well, see you later, good night, and bye.